win it here in Seattle. They lead 3-0.
MAQ Radio's Neil Funk wrapping it up from the Key Arena. The Bulls embarrassed the Sonics in Game 3, and it's one and done for Chicago. The Cattle in Seattle. Rampaging Bulls at the Key Arena tonight. Good evening and welcome to Instant Replay. There were a lot of people who said if the Sonics were going to get one in this series, it would be Game 3 with the fans' energy behind them. Well, the Bulls took the steam right out of the building, right from the tip, and now they're a step away from another championship. Boy, talk about an opening sequence. The Bulls score the first 7 points, 3 by Michael Jordan here, and it just got worse and worse for Seattle. Luke Longley and Tony Kukoc were outstanding. Tony got the start over an ailing Ron Harper. This made it 18-4. And before the quarter was over, the Bulls had a 22-point lead. Sonics throwing the ball all over the gym. Here's Michael again for 3. And then more MJ off the defense. Sonics throwing bad passes. The Bulls kept turning those into points. 34-16 after the first quarter. And they jacked it up even more in the second, which ended like this. Scotty on the swoop and a foul. 62-38 at halftime. Then give the Sonics some credit. They came out hot in the third. They got some good looks, and they were able to hit them. Luke Longley here, but now Hersey Hawkins for 3, and the Sonics able to chop it down to a 12-point game. They even got some bench production. David Wingate helping out from behind the arc. So the Sonics were almost back in it. But Bill Wennington hit a big shot for the Bulls late in the third to get it back to 14. And in the fourth, Jordan hit 2 quick shots to put the hammer down. He had 36 points tonight. The Bulls win 108-86. It's a 3-0 lead in this series. The Bulls very happy, just coming out of the locker room now, and Bill Weir standing by at Key Arena with Bill Wennington, and I know you guys have had a good night tonight.
I think that's safe to say, Dan. You know, one of the many slogans being bandied about Seattle these days, believe in us. Well, after this 24-point shellacking, I think it's believe in us, please. A devastating start, despite the absence of Ron Harper, as you mentioned, with that stomach problem, despite an off night, statistics-wise, for the Worm, even though I think he won the psychological battle. The real star of Instant Replay, sitting to my right now, Bill Wennington. You guys sucked the air out of this room quicker than could ever be expected, and this is not an easy crowd to quiet.
No, it's not. We came out, got a good jump early. It came out real strong. Luke Longley played tremendous for us tonight, got a lot of points in the paint for us, and obviously Michael was Michael, and we shut them up pretty early in the first quarter. They came out strong in the third quarter, clamped down on defense, really hustled around, but they couldn't sustain the energy or the effort for that long.
We're going to look at some tape in a second. I just want to ask you, with all the frenzy back in Chicago and the laid-back atmosphere here, getting away is almost like a blessed thing, even though it's a road game.
It is a little bit, because we only have to deal with the media at certain times here, where we come to practice and they're here. We got a day off tomorrow, but we have to come here just to greet the media for half an hour, so that's going to be it for us tomorrow.
It's always our fault, isn't it? Let's look at some tape. Starting off with Luke, your counterpoints in the paint. Great night, starting off with the nice hook and then the jumper.
Luke was great for us. He really had a presence inside for us, both offensively and defensively. And when he's scoring easy buckets inside like that for us, we're going to be well off.
And then Michael, a huge first half. The fader working tonight.
Oh, Michael's unbelievable. He was poised and focused tonight. He wanted this game, and he let everyone know it, and he was really committed to winning this game.
Okay. The scare, if you can call it a scare, when they come within 14 in the third quarter, Hersey Hawkins started hitting.
He started hitting some jump shots. Their defense really picked up. They started banging a lot more. Referees were letting a little bit more go in the third quarter, but we were able to sustain it. They did get to within 14, but we were able to come back after that.
I think we recognize that guy who just made that shot. 6 points tonight. And then here's the more drama, the continued Brick versus the Worm.
I don't know. Bukowski is just going out strong. I don't know if he's being told to go out there or if that's all he can still do, but he's going out there, and Dennis did a great job tonight of maintaining his composure, because Bukowski went at him tonight.
Well, the first time it backfired, you wouldn't think they'd try it again.
Well, you don't know. I guess that they're searching for something to go right now, and they're trying to just get things to work for them. I guess they figure if they get rid of Dennis, maybe they got a little bit more of an edge for us.
Game 4, yeah, for them. Game 4 Wednesday night. You guys have the day off tomorrow? Making tea times?
No tea times. We got to come in for the media tomorrow and spend a half hour with the world media. Too bad Dan's not here. I love to talk to Dan, but we got to come in for that. But then the rest of the day off. Some of the guys will go lift and do a light workout. That's it.
Okay, very good. It looks like 4 and out back at the station in Chicago. Dan, there you go. He misses you. It isn't the finals without you.
Yeah. I knew he'd feel that way, Bill.
I made this interview. Sorry about Orlando. I apologize.
He is apologizing.
At least he shows up for you, you know.
Well, he does. He certainly does.
Hey, have you talked to any of the Seattle guys, Bill, as long as you're out there? Have you talked to the Sonics people at all, and what do they have to say following a game like this tonight?
I think as positive as the Seattle fans and the players try to stay in this one, here we have the hanky, which was, you can make your wiping tear or sweat off the brow jokes now with this. As positive as they try to stay, it's still, I think they got to be realistic at some point.
They can. I mean, they got to really hope that they can get a game, but it's never been done before in past history. If you're down 3-0, you're not going to win it, and we have to maintain focus because it's not over for us yet. And they are a good team, and we want to finish it up as quickly as we can, and hopefully, that'll be Wednesday night.
Very good. Bill Wennington, Bill Ware, live at the Key Arena. Dan, we're going to send it back to you.
Okay, Bill, thanks. Nice job. And again, congratulations to Bill Wennington and the Bulls. One away from winning a championship. Post-game interview is still going on, and right now Seattle coach George Karl is at the podium. Let's pick him up live in Seattle.
I think, first of all, the word team comes to my mind real quick. Right now, because of a lot of things, Chicago, their talent, their defense, we're searching. And when you're in that mode of searching, it's best to do it together. And the game of basketball reacts in a lot of ways. And right now we're feeling some of the tough stuff. And if we fight and do what we've done all season long, maybe we can find that road to the good stuff. I'll be honest with you, this is the first time I've seen Chicago with killer eyes in the series. And I think the first time I ever saw them once in Portland a long time ago. When I don't know what the series was, 1-1, going to Portland for 3 games. And they came out in game 3 and I don't know if they destroyed Portland, but I saw a team that wasn't going to lose. And I hadn't seen that in game 1 and 2. Tonight I will give them credit. They came out with a mentality and an edge that we didn't bring to the court. I think we were thinking the crowd was going to give us that. The crowd was going to lift us. And they came out and basically shut the crowd up very quickly.
Succinct and very accurate comments from George Karl tonight after his team loses by 22 points in Game 3. These are some of the numbers from the first half of the game tonight. Bulls shot 52%. They shot 50 for the game. Seattle 43. Michael Jordan with 36 points. 27 of those came in the first half. Here you go with some of the final numbers. Three-point shooting very much in favor of Chicago. 20 turnovers for the Sonics to just 9 for the Bulls. And Chicago feasted on those, turning them into points all night long. Rebounding pretty even tonight. Rodman only had 10, I believe, and 4 points, but they really didn't need big numbers from him tonight, the way they shot the ball and played the D, and the Bulls win it 108-86. Just a phenomenal night for Chicago in Seattle, and we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of the rest of their mission on WGN News morning, noon, and 9 all week long.